Good morning, everyone. I don't know why I was inspired to just do a little vloggy thing here. So, I was up very early this morning wearing my YouTube sweatshirt that I got from Google when I think it was when we went to Take Your Parents to Work Day with Laurel. Actually, my daughter is now working for, well, she's still working for Google, but she's working at YouTube now. So, how about that? Putting a little heat on my poor stiff neck. I got up at about 4:30 this morning so I could make it out to 6 a.m. weapons practice, which is really good. This was the second time I've made it to weapons practice in the morning, and I have to say that I got a little bit of individualized attention from one of the other students in helping me with one of the it's a 31 movement kata form with the Joe. And I got up to remembering up to 20, and I got home and I can only remember about half that. But I was up early, and driving home I was like, I'm really tired now, so I'm treating myself to some black tea this morning. Some Indian tea with a white sage leaf in it, so that's very tasty. And I just thought I'd check in and say hi. I'm really kind of enthused about getting to these Aikido practices, but my body is like pretty sore from a lot of this stuff, so I'm trying to figure out how to work with that. I love getting massage, but it's expensive. I mean, it adds up when you do a number of them, and I'm really trying to watch my money and figure out ways to make money. I did enter, I think I mentioned I entered something in a large postcard show, and they're having the opening reception on Saturday, but it's up in Philadelphia, so I'm not going to go. And those were just a couple of small pieces, but if they sold, they were like $25 each. I would be very thrilled. I did get some prints made, and I can show you the prints. One of them is for some friends, actually Laurel's future in-laws, my future family, which is very cool. They liked one. It was just a little Instagram picture I did, and let's see if I can get it so that you're not seeing so much of the glare, because I don't really want to take it out. But it's one that was very popular. It got on the Utada front page, which I won't explain what that is, but so that was just on a less expensive paper, but it looks like photographic paper. Now, some of my pinholes I got done, I had them done on a matte cotton rag paper, and they turned out really well. Actually, she's redoing this one for me because there's one little white speck on it that is distracting to me, but this is like one of my favorite pinholes. I call this the herbalist because she was an herbalist. She was taking me on a herb walk in California. And so that's one. And this one's Mendocino. This is another one of my favorite color pinholes. So, but they turned out that the paper feels really nice. They weren't cheap prints. These were like 20 bucks a piece. So I figured I needed to start, I needed to start getting some of my stuff printed, and I needed to set up my dark room to do most of the monochrome stuff. That first one was actually just an iPhone picture, so it didn't have a negative. Now, and so here's a couple more larger. I think I got these at 12 by 12. And I really like, these are a couple more pinholes. These are the monuments. This is, let me see if I can get it. These are still flattening out, so let's see here. So this is the Washington Monument. This is a pinhole. And the thing about pinholes, and the thing that I was so thrilled with this particular image, is that there's no viewfinder. I have to kind of sense what is going to record on the film, and the way this lined up to me was, I was just like, wow, that's really awesome. And it got all the way, it got the top of the monument in there as well, you know, so it was like, I was really, really happy with this one. And then this one was at the Lincoln Memorial, and this is one of the ones where I like to get the motion of people walking in the sense of, you know, this activity around this particular place. So I think these were 25 each to get the prints made. So so I actually have all 4 of these entered in a juried show, but we don't find out until the end of this month whether they've gotten accepted or not. And I don't really like juried shows for a lot of reasons, but a friend of mine from Flickr actually knows the person who has this gallery, and so she suggested I might want to like submit something. So I thought, okay, I gotta get myself in the game again somehow. But it's really fun to get prints made, because I don't do it. I haven't done it for some time because it's expensive, and I don't know, artwork is so hard for me, when I'm sort of creating in a vacuum. It's not going anywhere. So I was very happy with those. I was going through my my negatives. I've been scanning negatives from Pinhole Day, and I did a blog post with these on my Third Act blog, and so I'm happy with those. And what else was I going to say about artwork? Boy, I was okay when I first got up. It's because I was at practice last night, got home about, I don't know, 9:15 or so. I had to eat, so I had like a big salad made with, I had some cooked green beans and potatoes and hard-cooked eggs to put on. So I ate, so I can't go to bed right away. So I took my shower before I went to bed, so that when I got up this morning, I wouldn't have to do that. And then I had my alarm set for 4:30 this morning, so I probably got about 5.5 hours sleep, which really isn't enough. And today I've got a counseling appointment. I put in a bunch more plants yesterday. We're still not having any sun. It's like really weird and frustrating, but things are still looking kind of good out there. At least there's moisture. I have to start picking. I want to pick some of the blooms on the valerian, because I want to press them and dry them a little bit so I can use them in my cyanotype series, the herb series with the palm facing forward. Because I don't think I had blooms for that one last year. But the foxgloves are blooming out there, and the angelica. Actually, I might clip some of the angelica blooms too and do the same thing. But everything's looking pretty good. I mean, it does look very green and lush, but the plants also need some sunshine. I need some sunshine. So I still have a few, like I have some little cosmos and some impatiens to put in where I have more shady area, and I want to start cutting back all the greenery from the bulbs that are looking pretty shabby now. And I think enough of the energy has gone back down into the bulbs. And what else was I going to say? I don't know. I'm just trying to, keep moving forward and keep track of things and not worry about stuff like money and earning a living and how I'm going to do that. And just keep taking the steps that will lead me somewhere. So I'm going to go to my counselors, and then there's a talk at a mid-century modern house that was built by some well-known architect in the area, and they're having a little talk at it, and it's not far away, and it was a free thing, so I thought I would go to that tonight, so I'm signed up to go to that. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I should go to the pharmacy. I forget. There's like this list of things. I did get my car safety inspection taken care of yesterday, so that's all done. Got a few bills to pay, but I'm waiting for some money to show up in my account. Isn't that money just shows up, No. It was transferred anyway. And I got to do some writing. I didn't write in my journal yesterday, so I want to write today, so I note everything that I did yesterday. I'm starting to ramble. The tea hasn't taken effect yet. I was sure that there was something else I wanted to talk about too. My oldest brother is coming for a visit this weekend, so that'll be fun. He's going to stay Friday night and Saturday night, and I think we're going to take him out to Monticello or something like that on Saturday. And I think that's it. Maybe I'll coat I should actually coat some more paper for cyanotypes. This would be a good day for doing that, in addition to finishing my scanning. Yeah, and that's it. Things are moving along. Let's see, what is today? It's May the 11th already. Dang. It's going by very quickly. All right. All for now. Have a good day. Bye.